This video was made possible by EA Game Changers.
Hi guys, Rachie Bob here. Welcome to another Sims mobile video. In this video, I'm going to be going through in depth how to switch out your Sims. This is a new feature that's coming with the Royal Romance update, February 2021. There's a link in the description if you want to find out more about that update. But like I say in this video, we're going to go into depth about this feature so you know what you can do and what you can't do and how to do it. So excuse this house, this is literally a Wumples house. Everything in it is for Wumples and only Wumples. It serves a purpose. So the first thing that you will notice is if you go to Parkside, there is a billboard. This might not always be here as this certain thing. I imagine this will get changed depending on updates that are coming. I think they might use it as a little bit of an ad for what they're promoting and like give an update. But this time it shows sim switching. If you tap it, it will give you a little bit of a blurb. Have you ever wanted to create new Sims without retiring your favourites? You can now free up slots by making your payable Sims passive. Simply tap on your family portrait at home to try it out. From the portrait, you can swap your Sims between passive or playable, and you can change as often as you like. So if we click see more, let's go. Takes us home. It doesn't actually walk us through it. I think a little tutorial might have been good there. If you don't have your family portrait up, I do have it in another lot, but I don't have it in this lot. So if I don't want to move to that other lot and I do want to switch a sim, you can go into buy mode and go to decorations, wall decorations, and it's here, family portrait. If you've already got it placed, it will cost. So just make sure if you don't want to spend any simoleons so that it's not expensive, and we can just place that down there. Marvelous. Now we've got that placed, you can see this is the family that lives here. Like my other guy, he lives in this like castle and I think he lives with one other guy. Oh no, he lives with a girl. So if I tap this now, you see these are the Sims that live here, and then say I want to tap on my Rachie Bob sim, I can then make passive and you'll get this message. Passive Sims can be made playable at any time but start with no energy. So make passive, and that's just going to make her really tired and now she is not playable. So if we go back to the game, you can see we have a spare sim slot. Another way you can access it without having to place your family portrait is to go into the little Briny Heights map and you can just choose whichever household, and if you have Sims living there, you can tap the icon on the top of that left list, which opens the family portrait and gives you the Sim interface to do exactly the same things regarding the Sim swap. So we can't add retired Sims and we can't add child Sims and we can't add Sims with blue plumb bobs over their heads. It's basically anyone from your family portrait who would be normally playable when you have a spare sim slot. Your playable Sims are represented here by the plumb bobs over their heads. They're the ones you currently have active in your game. If you tap a child, you can age them up and make them playable, but you will have to age them up. You can't play them as a child, and that will do that automatically if you choose that. But if I come back to Rachie Bob here, you can see I can remove her. That will remove her. I don't want to do that. Or I can promote to playable again. So if I tap promote, she's then back in my household. Go back to my game and you can see she's back, but she's completely lost all her energy. So she's very, very tired. But you can use it to do things like switch out their clothes, have a ton of Sims active at the same time. You don't then really need to retire anybody. You can just leave them with their full lives to live. Let's just go back into the portrait here and we tap it. We can see he's got the ASOS fashion forecast story and he's got the 6-string fling guitar hobby story. If we then make him passive, so we see he's now tired, go back to our game and we can see he's gone. You can then make a new sim. So you could just create a new sim if you wanted to, or if you have some walking around, then that's cool. You can use those. So let's play as this guy. So now we've got a new sim there. Then if we go up, you can see he's been added. Our other guy is still alive and well down here. So let's now switch them out. So I just want to check, okay, so he's got those hobby stories. Maybe now he's on those hobby stories, I'd choose different hobby stories for this guy or another sim. It works really well like that. You can still look back through your generations, but you obviously can't make any of those playable because they are gone, retired. Dare we say dead. We come back to our current generations, we can go through our households as normal, meaning that we could have a lot of sims within each house, and there's obviously a lot more houses than playable sims currently, but this gives us a way to switch out sims at the cost of energy, of course. But maybe if you did it when you've just used a ton of sim energy, that could really benefit you. So now I'm going to make this guy passive. And then I'm going to switch Justice in his place. And now I can play with these guys. So you can then mess around with it, make all kinds of relationships, all kinds of stories, and just opens up a new way to play. You can still retire a sim as you normally would. So if you go here, you can see if that's available or if they need any extra traits. That still works as it normally would. You can choose to ignore that if you want to and keep your sims alive forever and just switch them out as and when you want to play. Therefore, increasing your sims' life, but not restricting you on the amount of sims you can have. There is a cap on this, of course. The maximum right now is a total of 60 if you own all the lots. So it's 8 passive sims per household. So you've got 4 active sim slots. So you've got 8 per household here. I've got all 7 lots. That gives you 56 passive sims plus your 4 active sims in the sim slots. And let me just show you what happens really quickly if you do that. So you've got 7 now. Let me just make these last 2 passive. I'll try and add 2 more to this house and we'll see what the message is. Oh my goodness, I'm getting twins now. I think the randomizer for new sims needs to be a lot better. Let's look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I make her passive, I cannot make him passive because I don't have any free passive slots. So you can see that's the full amount of passive sims there. I could have 4 active sims living in that household or any household, my 4 active sims, but only 8 passive slots per lot. So I hope that makes sense a little bit more. So potentially you could have 12 sims living in one house, but 4 of them would have to be active. Definitely opens up for a ton more gameplay. Please do let me know if you have any questions down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video has helped you and I'll see you again soon. Bye!